Hey everyone, today we're diving into some really cool things you might not know about Lee Chae-min. This is the guy who stole our hearts in Bon Appétit, Your Majesty. But there's so much more to him than just his intense gaze and killer acting. From academic prodigy to piano playing sweetheart, we're covering all the fun facts you have to know. Let's go.
Yeah, this is a great one because, when you see someone blow up like he has, so versatile, so fast,
Right.
it's easy just to see the final product, right? The
Right.
star. But looking into his background, it really makes you think about the sheer, almost intense discipline that got him here. So our mission today is really to peel back those layers, look at the brain power and the passion behind the actor you see. He really didn't just look into this. It feels very chosen, very prepared.
Okay, let's get into that preparation because, wow, this first point really changes how you see his whole career path.
Yeah.
Before acting was even on the radar, he was, well, honestly, a total brainiac. We're talking top 5 in his whole middle school, crushed his high school exams. And he didn't just apply to good universities, he passed entrance exams for several really prestigious ones, like the conventional top-tier places.
Right, and that's the fascinating part, isn't it? What he did with that success. I mean, having that kind of academic ability, he could have walked into almost any stable, high-paying field easily.
Yeah, the safe route.
Exactly. But the key thing here isn't just that he could have done that, it's that he actively chose passion. He picked the Korea National University of Arts. Think about that, turning down those other big names for an art school.
That takes guts, especially in a culture where those university names can feel like everything.
It really does. It suggests this absolute conviction, that he found his focus and he just redirected all that incredible academic drive straight into acting.
That's a huge choice. So different from the stories you usually hear about child actors or people training forever. And it wasn't just about university either. Get this, before acting even crossed his mind seriously, his dream job was a primary school teacher.
Wild, right? It paints such a different picture. Thoughtful, maybe a bit structured, nurturing even.
Totally contrasts with the entertainment world.
Completely. That high-pressure, unpredictable environment. And the shift only happened in his second year of high school. Apparently, he first tried acting just to make memories. That's what he said.
Just for fun, basically.
Yeah, and look where that casual experiment, that memory-making attempt led him. It changed everything. We're pretty lucky he went for those particular memories, I'd say.
We really are. But okay, let's follow that personality thread, the thoughtful, maybe structured side, because when you put that next to his on-screen presence, there's this big, contradiction. You see this confident performer, but apparently off-camera, he's genuinely shy. Quite introverted.
And this is a really key point, I think. How does someone who gets genuinely nervous about public speaking not just manage, but actually thrive as a leading man and host a live TV show?
Right, that takes something extra.
He's even said that his anxiety about speaking in front of crowds almost stopped him from pursuing acting altogether.
Wow. Knowing he had that internal hurdle, it makes his success now feel even more impressive. It means, every time he's performing, he's actively pushing past that fundamental part of his personality.
It makes it more relatable somehow.
Exactly. You see the effort behind the polish.
And maybe that introversion, needing that intense focus to manage it, maybe that connects to his work ethic. Because this next fact is just jaw-dropping. During acting school, he apparently slept only 2 to 3 hours a night.
Yeah.
For 6 months, just to practice.
6 months. That's not just dedication. That's something else entirely. It borders on monastic training.
Seriously, the sleep deprivation alone.
For half a year, just grinding away at his craft. It's like the ultimate example of that perfectionist streak we talked about. Probably stemming right from that academic discipline he had earlier. It's not just about talent, right? It's about drilling it until it's perfect.
I can't even imagine the toll, physically, mentally. So how does that perfectionism show up, on set, in a role? Well, you see it in the details. Remember his role as the king foodie in Bon Appétit, Your Majesty?
Oh yeah, he was great in that.
So he didn't just, act hungry. He watched hours and hours of mukbangs, those online eating shows.
No way.
Just to perfect his eating expressions on camera, to get that really specific, visceral look right.
That's intense.
So he doesn't just learn lines. He studies the whole physical language of the character. Obsessively, it's an academic subject he has to ace.
He really does go the extra mile, or 10. And that kind of diligence, it showed up earlier too. Almost like professional exposure therapy for the shyness. Remember, before he hit it big with acting, he hosted Music Bank.
Right. the weekly music show,
for nearly 2 whole years.
which is one of the most demanding live TV gigs you can get in entertainment. Constant energy, spontaneity.
Exactly. Pretty much the opposite of what you'd expect an introvert to seek out.
Totally. He even had that cute tagline with his co-host, Hung Yoon Chae. Chae check. So, thinking back to that shyness we mentioned, Music Bank must have been like a boot camp. It just proves how versatile he can be, how hard he'll work. He pushed himself way out of his comfort zone for that.
He really committed to learning the skills needed for the job.
Definitely. It shows he'll do what it takes.
Okay, speaking of pressure, this next bit about his breakout role. This is where all that intense preparation really seems to pay off. This is where it gets really interesting. He was actually a last-minute replacement for the lead in Bon Appétit, Your Majesty. He got the part just 1 month before they started filming.
1 month.
All right.
That's terrifying pressure for any actor, let alone someone still relatively early in their lead role journey.
Taking on a main character with basically 0 prep time. You need serious confidence for that.
And serious skill. You have to execute immediately under that kind of deadline.
You mentioned the director was impressed, like 120% impressed. What did he actually do? Was it just talent shining through? Or was it...
It sounds like it was the preparation paying off. The director said he just owned the role instantly.
Wow.
Which tells you he didn't just show up and wing it. He arrived ready.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes, right? All that discipline, maybe even that 6 months of no sleep back in school.
Right.
It wasn't for nothing. It built this foundation of skill he could just pull from when everything was on the line.
He was ready for the emergency call.
Exactly. A last-minute hero because he was always prepared.
That really does reframe everything. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Outside of work, there's some sweet news too. Publicly confirmed, he's dating actress Ryu Dan.
Yes. They met back in 2023 on the set of Crash Course in Romance. And then the relationship was officially confirmed March 2024.
Nice.
But the really endearing part is this little anecdote that came out.
What was that? Don't tell me it involves more intense practice.
No, nothing like that. It's actually pancakes.
Pancakes? Wait, he makes pancakes?
Apparently, a fan spotted him on a date actually making pancakes for her.
Get out. That's adorable.
Isn't it? It's just a small, simple thing, but it's so sweet. It's kind of nice to hear that this super focused, disciplined guy, the one watching mukbangs for research, can also just chill and use that focus to make, a thoughtful breakfast for someone.
That is really unexpected. It shows that caring, detail-oriented side again, doesn't it? Probably a really important balance to all the professional pressure. He channels the perfectionism into nice gestures too.
Absolutely. And speaking of multidimensional, there's more. It's not just acting, hosting, or pancake making. He's apparently got some real musical talent too.
Oh, that's right. I read that.
Check this out.
One more dream that I cannot make true.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. He's a magnificent singer. Can you hear those low notes? And he's singing in English too and doing it so smoothly. I am so impressed. Yeah. And if you think about it, this level of varied talent, the academics, the acting discipline, the music, it all kind of points back to that same core thing, right? That intense underlying focus. Whether it's a university exam, a piece of music, or an acting technique, he seems to apply the same level of serious commitment. Everything gets that full intellectual investment.
So there you have it. Lee Chae-min. Pretty fascinating guy, right?
Yeah.
We went from this academic whiz who deliberately chose passion over the safe path to a shy introvert who somehow became a charismatic host, and a perfectionist who studies eating for roles and then absolutely nails a lead part with only a month's notice.
And it just reinforces that idea, doesn't it? His success across all these different areas, acting, hosting, even music, it isn't just random. It feels like the direct result of that incredible engine of discipline, the same drive that had him sleeping, 2 hours a night for half a year?
Yeah.
That commitment seems to be the foundation that lets him succeed no matter where he points that focus. On set, at a piano, wherever.
It really seems to be the key. Okay, so think about all this. His first dream was teaching, right? And he had that intense academic focus before acting. Here's something for you, the listener, to chew on. What specific skill do you think he really honed during those early academic years that helps him most now as an actor? Especially under pressure, like that last-minute casting situation. Was it pure memorization, the ability to prioritize? Or just sheer mental endurance? Something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today. Until next time.